sure exactly what the thoughts of the developers are for the finished portions of the game. I don't know what would be bugs, balance issues, or working as intended. This I'm going to assume is a bug, and this is the first one here. This is a base killer, and when this happened I would have normally abandoned this base, but I wanted to make this video before I do. I have a monster here that has managed to accumulate most of my crew over here to fighting the enemy. Now, monsters don't asphyxiate in space. They don't fly off the map. They get stuck here on the edge, and I don't have a problem that monsters don't asphyxiate in space. I have my own little way of dealing with them as long as they don't get released into space here and then fly to the edge of the map, because my way is to basically construct a room around them so that there is a floor so that my people can stand and eventually kill the monster, provided I can get a builder out there unaggroed. The problem is on the edge of the map you cannot build, so he is stuck there permanently aggroing my entire crew forever. One of the other little bugs or inconveniences are the amount of derelicts that show up. I mean, look at this. I don't have free space absolutely anywhere, and I've been trying to take them down as fast as my small crew will allow, but I have to be careful sending crew out because they will get sucked into our lovely little monster trap over there. There's also the floating doors. You can't get rid of these floating doors once the walls are demolished. Let me think. No, wait a minute. I queued a door for there, and and I lost the wall instead. That is interesting. But, you know, the monsters not asphyxiating space, I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, I have a way of dealing with them as long as they don't go to thing. Now, this is another issue here, is the AI on the crew members is questionable at best. They do not return to the base when they are low on oxygen, and will inevitably, if you get the low oxygen level while they are out in space, they are inevitably dead. They cannot enter the base with enough time to have the base cycle or the airlock cycle through its decompression, opening, closing, and then recompression. I have actually timed how long it takes for the airlock to open and close so that the people can come in, and it will take, depending, and I'm not sure exactly depending on what, but depending, it will take anywhere from 1 minute and 45 seconds to up to 3 minutes for the airlock to cycle through and allow people in from the outside. And if, and they don't always, but if the crew decides to take oxygen into account when they are building or doing anything outside of the base, it would normally be at the 1 minute or 30-second mark, which isn't even close enough. Even if they ran to a derelict airlock and tried to get into there, it would not give them enough time to get into and out of the airlock in time to save their lives. So they basically, if you get a notice that you have a crew member that is low on oxygen, he's as good as dead. my stuff is, close to being destroyed, I just go through and I replace the new stuff and demolish the old stuff. I have plenty of bases or derelicts to take down for matter, so I'm not hurting for matter. We're going to unzone this one and demolish everything in it, because this one needs to be replaced here. This one's I had just done. The biggest problem I have with demolishing and then rebuilding absolutely everything in my base is as I demolish old oxygen recyclers or fire extinguishers, even beds, and I'd like to know how the hell a bed and or fire extinguisher catches on fire. But as I'm demolishing all of the old equipment, I do have a problem with, and it might happen this time, we'll find out, is the old equipment will start on fire even though it has already been removed. That's a little frustrating because they can burn down my base for equipment that start on fire that isn't even there. Oh, that's not my equipment, okay. But here, yes, this maintenance person, they wandered off to go repair something in one of the derelicts that I had left either half abandoned or abandoned. They went to go repair something in there somewhere and did not, basically, I mean, they're back, but they're dead in the airlock. They didn't come back. If they go off to go wander somewhere, most often they don't come back, which is frustrating. Let me see. Oh, one more door here. Okay. Well, you better hurry up and do that. I need to. What in the hell are you doing in here? Oh, well, you did, because I ain't getting you back out. I don't know how that room is locked, how he ended up in that room rather than on the outside of that room. That does happen. They enter into locked doors or through locked doors, and it's for the fact that the air recycler is damaged. It's way too much hassle, and I could lose, rather than just that one crew, I could end up losing many more crew trying to save him from his own stupidity. Let me see. I'm going to fix this base. I'm going to see if I can find another bug. I'll be right back. Okay, I have got all of the building and demolishing scheduled for in the base here. Like I said, the crew has very little care or concern for their own oxygen levels while they're out in space. When I get the low oxygen level, it's when they have 1 minute of oxygen remaining. If they are not already in the airlock, like I said, they will not survive. As I said, it takes 1 minute and 45 seconds to anywhere to up to 3 minutes to cycle through opening the airlock and then having breathable air in it for them to breathe. And quite honestly, nothing is more frustrating than having 15 builders suffocate just outside your airlock or in your airlock. Let's see, are you guys going to go directly up? One's going to go directly to the worm, the other one's going to go into the base. Okay. So the one that's going directly to the worm, we just write him off. He's basically, he's dead. more, and this is one of the little bit more annoying bugs we have out here, and this is why I have all this crap. I didn't hit my wall. Still sitting here. I'm going to queue up some demolishing for our builders here. Now, either they will come, and if I queue up too much and they spend too much time out here, like I said, they have no care or concern for their own oxygen levels, and they will continue to build until they just completely and totally die. If I queue up a smaller amount of building materials, and I'll see if I can get them to do it with this small amount here, but I have a problem with them. Once they are finished building, they will just go off and wander around in space until, what was I doing? Oh, an airlock door. They will wander around in space until they are low in oxygen. If there is, even if I have stuff queued in the base for them to do, they will wander around in space after demolishing or doing some other thing outside. Then, okay, I want to lock that on its own. I want to lock that one. And then, oops, I didn't want to do that. Now, this is how I normally get rid of bases, and it most of the time works out well. Sometimes I cannot seem to get them either out of the bases or to demolish the doors, or they're demolishing doors even with a fully walled door seems to be very very touchy. So sometimes I can get the room completely cleared. Sometimes, like I said, you see, a door here, an airlock here. Sometimes it's almost impossible to get the entire structure completely demolished. Okay. So I've got my builders out here. When they're a little bit closer to being done here, I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I had a builder asphyxiate here in the airlock because they came over here to demolish a door, which should have given them plenty of time to get back to the base, but because I'm not sure why there's a guy standing in here that has kind of jammed up my airlock. Oh, now he's moving around. He kind of jammed up my airlock. She did not get in time and asphyxiated. Now I at any point in time normally hit 2 to 3 crew members asphyxiated in or just outside the airlocks. It gets very frustrating when, as you can see here, you can't build a crew when they're continuously being asphyxiated. Now this pathing I don't understand. To get to the floor, she goes all the way over to here, gets on top of the floor, then comes back and still ends up under the floor to demolish. This is a huge waste of oxygen here, and I'm not sure why they continuously have to do this pathing thing, but they do it. Now she's the only one out here, and if you notice her oxygen going down quite quickly. And are they going to get away from the monsters? Oh, they're panicking. They're both dead. Why did that have to stop right there? Oh, because, well, that's the only space I have left, because I can't get rid of all this crap that's here. But as you notice, she's the only one who came out here to build, and this was a very large deconstruction for somebody who was building on their own. Now, she is past the 1 minute and 45-second mark on her oxygen. She will most assuredly asphyxiate before she makes it in the base, but as you can see, she is still deconstructing with no care or concern for the fact that she has no oxygen, and she will continue to do this. It makes it very difficult for me to queue up multiple tasks for my builders and to get rid of these excessive amount of derelicts and bases in NEC. Now, I just got the warning that her oxygen is running low and she has not stopped now panicking. And what is making her panic? I know it's not low oxygen because that doesn't make them panic. You are building, but where are you going to build? Oh, pathing. Okay, now she's got 33 seconds left and she has decided to enter the base. She is now most assuredly dead. This is a big thing because I can't demolish it at any rate because I have to babysit their oxygen levels for them. They don't do an adequate job of doing that for themselves. Yeah, she'll be dead in 5 seconds. And there's somebody else whose spacesuit oxygen is running low that I don't know where they are, but probably out fighting the bug. Anyway, the pathing has something to do with it because they do waste a lot of energy going back and forth for this odd pathing rather than just demolishing. You see, they just path oddly. But also it creates a very big problem when I'm trying to demolish an excessive amount of bases. Now, what else? Oh, my suggestion for a quick fix, and like I said, I don't know what the intention of the developers is. If they want you to end up having just basic overall control over your crewmates without having the ability to micromanage them, which is fine. I have no problem with having just basic ability of the crewmates without micromanaging them. If, number one, their AI was another dead one. If their AI was a little more intuitive, the problem is that they are dumb. They are just straight up, they are dumb. My quick suggestion would be, and like, see, these ones are coming straight out here to build without stopping in the base. Now, they don't have much to deconstruct, so it shouldn't be an issue, but they did not stop at the base to get oxygen before they came out here. This is why you can't queue more than one job at a time, because they will go from one to the other and kill themselves without stopping for oxygen. But my suggestion for a fix on this would be, if you don't want to give the player the ability to micromanage your crew, then at least give the player the ability to, somewhere on here, have a emergency just straight up return to base button, so that you can send them back to base and back to oxygen when they're running low. What is over here that they're panicking? There is nothing over here that would make them panic. That is probably gonna kill them, which is not a good thing. I try to explore the derelicts as they come in with a very, very limited roster. Obviously, sometimes I don't necessarily get the derelicts explored right away. Okay, where are you? Oh, you got enter the base. Okay, pathing, very bad. I had another one, another thought. Hold on just a second. Oh yes, that was it. A return to base button, just a, last minute panic button. Entering the base. No, 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 no. No, where is that? Derelict. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That is not the base. That is just some random floating airlock. Go away. Anyway, as I was saying, a button, just an emergency button to, you are gonna die, you are dead, you are stupid. Well, write him up. There's no hope for him. Also, I'm not sure exactly in the finished product what use morale. Oops. Ooh. Well, now I know a raider's in there. What use morale is going to be? I know low morale will cause them to 1 minute standing outside, maybe dead. What use morale will have in the finished product of the game, but right now any crew members that have been on your crew for any length of time that have managed to not kill themselves in one glitch or another always eventually become very sad. And now I have timed it out and done the math, and they spend 90% of their time in downtime either chatting, playing handheld games, sleeping, wandering around, drinking at the pub, or working out. That is 90% of their time. That is what they spend doing. And once they become very sad or deeply sad, you cannot raise their morale level. And if you look at this, I haven't been this happy in work in a while, and this is the best job in the world, and I am just awesome, and work is going awesome right now. These will be, there'll be pages and pages of this in their Spacebase, but you cannot boost their morale whatsoever, which allows, unfortunately, even my 5-star technicians, which I'm not sure if I've had any survive. Yes, I have 3 5-star technicians. Even my 3 5-star technicians can't start a bed on fire. Yes, we're back to how in the hell you start a bed on fire, but yeah, see, this one died in the airlock, did not get back in time. The other one, found the raider. No, didn't found the raider. Oh, there's another bug. It's very, very upsetting sometimes, is the raiders and the monsters can attack my people from through the floor and the walls. We can't do anything to them, but they can kill my people through the floors. So I'm now back down to 8 crew members, and this is where we just hope that we get enough ships come by dropping off things that don't get stuck in the monster panicking queue that everybody else gets stuck in, but no guarantee, they're probably dead now too. But like I said, I would have normally have abandoned this base when that monster got stuck there. I just wanted to show some of the bugs that I've noticed that have come up as I've played longer and longer in a base. I've had actually several glitches on this base that would have normally made me just start a new base. Like the amount of derelicts here is just unfathomably, there can't possibly be any space left. Well, there obviously is space left for derelicts, but very, very few, and this monster being stuck over here has This is very, very difficult because, like I said, my construction workers don't have any care or concern for their own oxygen and will kill themselves while they're constructing. Now let me go through. Let me see, we covered the inefficiency of the technicians. I'm not going to dwell on that. Covered morale. And then, speaking of monsters, I am going to, speaking of monsters, speak of the devil. Did a raider come in? Or was is that a parasite? Because I wanted to talk about parasites. Parasites are basically the same as the monsters. To me personally, they're OP. A parasite gets into a crew member on my base, kills the host when it hatches, and then systematically goes through and kills most of my crew before they can manage to kill it. Again, it's not something you can be vented to the outside because lack of oxygen does not kill it. I don't see the parasite though. But I don't know if the intention is to eventually have a med bay. But what is the point of allowing me to see their Spacebase notes about them having an alien in their belly if I have no control over, I mean, the only thing I could do to fix the problem is lock him in a room by himself, which doesn't fix the problem that then I have a parasite loose in my base, and it's going to take out at least 2 or 3 crew members before they can manage to kill it. So I'm going to assume there's going to be some type of med bay. That would be nice. Let's see, what else is there? We took care of the walls and the doors. And, well, I don't know if I've seen it yet. There's major problems with the airlocks besides the minute and 45 seconds to 3 minutes of cycling for them to be able to get in and out. You can see this guy sitting here in this airlock. It has taken him forever to get out. If there was somebody waiting to get in, they'd be dead. There's a persistent fire graphic. Every so often when something starts on fire and they put it out, the graphic for the fire doesn't go out. That is easily cleared if you save and exit your game and then restart your game. This lighting glitch here, this is something new that I haven't noticed until recently. I'm not sure what's up with this lighting glitch here, but this is something that's new. The only thing that I can find in my notes of glitches that hasn't happened here that normally happens on new bases, and of course after this I'm going to be starting a new base because this has just gotten and you're panicking, right? Of course you are. This has just gotten absolutely ridiculous now. But on new bases, when you're building, when you're starting out and you're building your residences, I can have 15 beds in my base and only 5 crew members and still have a problem with them sleeping on the floor and constantly getting spammed the notice that they are sleeping on the floor. And quite honestly, if they're too stupid to find a bed and sleep in it, I don't care. You know, the morale, the loss of morale from them having no place to sleep and sleeping on the floor is not a big deal when, like I said, every single one of your people is going to end up very sad or deeply sad to begin with. I mean, I don't, other than the ones that have just shown up, I have none that are happy. There's just no way. I mean, 90% downtime is a lot of downtime for them to not be able to boost their own morale. I have a pub. I had a bartender. I think he's dead now. They have 90% downtime and still can't boost the morale. So that is the bugs that I found so far. Overall, I love the concept of the game. These are my favorite types of games, and I just trying to help to improve it, and I can't wait to see it grow and evolve into, also there's this here, the graphics of the sleeping. Oh, he was sleeping on the floor. Well, he's sleeping on the floor right next to a bed. Alright, there you go. I didn't get the warning that he was sleeping on the floor, but there he was, sleeping on the floor right next to the 4 beds. A good example there. I was going to say the graphics are off. It looks like he's sleeping on the floor when he's in the bed, but he wasn't. Anyway, I love these types of games. I can't wait to see how they flesh out the overall mechanics of it and what the finished product will end up being. And I'll continue to help out by pointing out bugs I see here and there. And this may become, once it's a little further into alpha, it may become a let's play, because like I said, I love these kind of games. But that is it for me for today. You all have a great day.